Daily Astrology Horoscope February 9, 2025 Planets and Signs. Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025. Hello, and welcome to today's Astrology Report for February 9, 2025. On this day, several important astrological events and planetary aspects will influence the energy and experiences of individuals across the globe. Starting with the Moon, on February 9th, the Moon will be in the sign of Leo. This placement brings a focus on creativity, self-expression, and a desire to be recognized. Emotions may be heightened, and there could be a stronger urge to seek attention or validation from others. It is a good time for pursuing activities that allow you to express yourself or engage in creative endeavors. However, be mindful of becoming too caught up in needing others' approval, as this can lead to feelings of frustration or disappointment if not met. Looking at Mercury, it will be in Aquarius, continuing its transit through the sign of innovation and intellect. Mercury in Aquarius emphasizes forward thinking, unique ideas, and a desire for intellectual stimulation. Communication today may lean toward more unconventional or progressive topics. You may find yourself or others wanting to discuss future-focused concepts, technology, or humanitarian issues. There could be a strong need to break away from traditional modes of thinking, with an urge to approach situations from a fresh perspective. However, watch for potential miscommunications, as Aquarius can sometimes make interactions feel a bit detached or emotionally distant. Next, we have Venus, which will be in Pisces. Venus in Pisces brings a sense of idealism to love, beauty, and relationships. The energies are ripe for romantic daydreams, spiritual connections, and creative pursuits. This transit can heighten empathy and compassion, making it easier to connect with others on a deep, emotional level. However, it may also lead to unrealistic expectations in love or finances. Idealizing others or situations can set you up for disappointment if reality does not match the fantasy. Use this time to focus on art, music, or nurturing your emotional bonds, but be cautious of falling into illusions. Mars will be in Gemini on this day, highlighting a restless, adaptable energy. Mars in Gemini stimulates the mind, and there could be an increased desire to pursue multiple interests at once. Actions and motivations are likely to be guided by curiosity and mental stimulation, rather than physical endurance. However, the downside of this placement is a tendency toward inconsistency. You may find yourself starting many projects but struggling to follow through with them. It's important to stay focused and avoid distractions if you want to see tangible results. Moving on to Jupiter, which is in Virgo. Jupiter in Virgo encourages expansion through practical efforts, attention to detail, and a focus on self-improvement. This transit supports growth through discipline, organization, and refining skills. You may feel an urge to get more organized, improve your health, or engage in service-oriented activities. While this can be a productive period, be careful of being overly critical of yourself or others. The tendency to focus on perfection may create frustration if things do not go according to plan. Saturn, still in Pisces, brings a sense of responsibility to the realm of spirituality, dreams, and imagination. Saturn in Pisces can inspire a more serious approach to matters of the soul, but it may also create barriers between the material world and the emotional or spiritual realms. There is an opportunity to build solid foundations in creative pursuits or spiritual practices, but the process may feel heavy or limiting at times. Patience and perseverance are key as you navigate the boundary between reality and idealism. In terms of aspect, there is a square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. This aspect can bring sudden, unexpected changes in thought or communication. There is a strong potential for breakthrough moments, but also for tension or disruption. Be mindful of impulsive decisions or words that may have unintended consequences. While this aspect can spark genius ideas, it also demands flexibility and adaptability to avoid unnecessary conflicts. There is also a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn. This harmonious aspect encourages deep transformation in love and relationships. Intimacy and connection can reach new levels of depth and understanding. This is a favorable time to build emotional intimacy with others, whether in romantic or platonic relationships. On a personal level, you may experience profound healing through emotional expression or creative outlets. Finally, the Sun will be in Aquarius, which continues to emphasize individuality, independence, and forward thinking. The Sun in Aquarius highlights the importance of breaking away from the conventional and embracing new ideas or unconventional lifestyles. It's a time for focusing on your personal vision for the future, and a reminder to trust in your uniqueness. Aries astrology forecast for February 9, 2025, focus on communication, creativity, and personal connections. Starting with the Moon, which is in Leo on this day, Aries, this placement energizes your desire for excitement, passion, and attention. The Leo Moon will amplify your natural confidence, but it could also make you more focused on your own personal expression. This is a time when you might feel more emotionally driven to take center stage, whether that's in your personal life or at work. However, be cautious of becoming too focused on your own needs or expecting others to validate you. Your emotional state could swing between feeling incredibly proud and craving recognition, to feeling let down if you don't get the attention you desire. Next, Mercury is in Aquarius, which might make you feel more detached or intellectual in your communication today. With Mercury in Aquarius, you may be more inclined to think outside the box, focusing on futuristic ideas, technology, or humanitarian causes. This could make conversations feel a bit distant or abstract, and it may be harder for you to connect emotionally with others. Still, your natural quick-thinking abilities will come in handy, especially when it comes to problem-solving or engaging in discussions about unconventional topics. Watch out for moments when your assertiveness could come off as cold or overly blunt. Venus is in Pisces, bringing a dreamy, idealistic energy to matters of love and relationships. For Aries, Venus in Pisces may make you more susceptible to romantic fantasies or finding deep emotional connections with others. You may feel a longing for more tenderness, compassion, and understanding in your relationships. However, you could also find yourself struggling with unrealistic expectations, especially in love or financial matters. This placement could lead to moments of emotional vulnerability, so make sure to balance your idealism with practicality to avoid potential disappointment. Moving on to Mars, which is in Gemini. This is a favorable transit for you, Aries. Mars in Gemini activates your curiosity and mental energy. You may feel more restless or energized to pursue new ideas, projects, or communications. Your mind is sharp, and you're likely to be jumping from one thing to the next, eager to explore different options. However, Mars in Gemini can also cause you to scatter your energy across too many things. It's important to stay focused and avoid being too impulsive, as your natural impatience could lead you to start a lot of things without finishing them. Find a balance between your desire for action and the need for mental clarity. Jupiter is in Virgo, which encourages you to focus on growth through organization, attention to detail, and self-improvement. For Aries, this can be a good time to apply discipline to areas of your life where you've been lacking structure. Whether it's work, health, or personal development, the energy of Jupiter in Virgo supports growth when you focus on being methodical and careful. However, be mindful of becoming overly critical of yourself or others. Jupiter's expansive nature might exaggerate any perfectionist tendencies you already have, so take care to avoid frustration when things don't go exactly as planned. Saturn remains in Pisces, asking you to be more responsible when it comes to your emotional and spiritual life. Aries, you might feel a bit more introspective during this time, as Saturn's influence in Pisces can bring up deep-seated emotional patterns that need to be worked through. There is a need to build a solid foundation in your spiritual or emotional life, but this process may feel slow or difficult. While you're usually quick to take action, Saturn in Pisces asks for patience and consistency. Use this energy to build something lasting on the inside, even if the results aren't immediately apparent. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus might cause unexpected disruptions in communication or travel. Aries, you may find that your thoughts or plans are met with resistance or surprising challenges. Your usual go-getter attitude could clash with sudden changes, so stay flexible and be ready to adapt on the fly. There may be moments when things feel out of your control, and the desire to break free from limitations could be strong. Embrace the unexpected and trust that change could bring new insights. However, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn that offers you a chance for deep transformation in relationships. This aspect supports intense emotional bonding and could lead to breakthroughs in your closest connections. If you've been dealing with underlying issues in a romantic relationship, this is a good time to dive deep and transform the way you relate to others. You may also feel empowered to express yourself more authentically and emotionally, which can strengthen your ties with others. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, continuing to emphasize individuality and personal expression. Aries, this can be a time when you're more focused on standing out and asserting your uniqueness. Aquarius influence encourages you to embrace your independent spirit and pursue your personal vision for the future. However, be mindful of any tendencies to be overly rebellious or push too hard against the status quo. There is power in staying true to your individuality, but it's important to consider how your actions impact those around you. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers a day for Aries that's full of emotional expression, mental stimulation, and potential for growth. The Leo moon boosts your confidence and desire for recognition, while Mercury in Aquarius sparks intellectual insights. Venus in Pisces encourages emotional depth, and Mars in Gemini fuels your curiosity and mental energy. Jupiter in Virgo invites you to focus on practical improvements, while Saturn in Pisces asks for emotional and spiritual discipline. Be cautious of the disruptions caused by the Mercury-Uranus square, but take advantage of the transformative energy offered by the Venus-Pluto trine. Taurus Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025, Navigating Change and Emotions. To begin, the moon is in Leo. For Taurus, the Leo moon brings a heightened focus on your personal relationships and emotions. You may feel more connected to your need for comfort, security, and love. The moon's energy will encourage you to seek out moments of affection or to bask in the warmth of social connections. However, be cautious of becoming too possessive or fixed in your emotional needs. There could be a strong desire for validation from others, which may lead to tension if those expectations are not met. The key today is to balance your emotional needs with the give and take of your relationships. Moving on to Mercury, which is in Aquarius, this placement brings a more intellectual and progressive energy to your thoughts and communications. Taurus, you may find that your mind is drawn to unconventional ideas or alternative ways of thinking. This is a great time for exploring new concepts or learning about technology, science, or social causes. However, Aquarius influence can make communication feel a bit detached or impersonal. You might find it harder to connect emotionally in conversations, as the focus is more on ideas and innovation. Stay open to new ways of thinking, but be mindful of potential misunderstandings or frustrations with more traditional viewpoints. Venus, your ruling planet, is in Pisces, which adds a romantic and dreamy energy to your relationships and creative pursuits. For Taurus, Venus in Pisces highlights a desire for deeper emotional connection, artistic expression, and spiritual harmony. You may feel more drawn to the intangible side of life today, whether that's through a romantic partner, artistic endeavors, or a search for meaning. However, be cautious of becoming overly idealistic. This energy can sometimes cloud your judgment in relationships or finances, leading you to overlook practical considerations in favor of a fantasy. It's important to stay grounded and avoid making decisions based purely on emotion or idealization. Mars is in Gemini, which could bring some restlessness and mental stimulation. Taurus, This placement encourages you to take action in your personal or professional life, especially in areas that require communication, learning, or adaptability. You may feel a push to engage in discussions or pursue new ideas, but Mars in Gemini's energy can be scattered, so be careful not to spread yourself too thin. Your usual steady pace might feel disrupted today, as the urge to be mentally active could pull you in many different directions. Try to stay focused on your priorities to avoid burnout. Jupiter in Virgo continues to support practical growth, particularly in areas of health, work, and daily routines. This is a good time to focus on self-improvement and making small, positive changes in your life. For Taurus, Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to apply attention to detail and take a methodical approach to your goals. Whether it's organizing your space, improving your diet, or enhancing your productivity, this transit offers opportunities for steady growth. However, be mindful of the tendency to overanalyze or become too critical of yourself or others. Jupiter's expansive nature may exaggerate any perfectionist tendencies, so aim for progress rather than perfection. Saturn remains in Pisces, asking you to explore emotional depth and spirituality. For Taurus, Saturn in Pisces can create a need for structure in areas related to your emotional or spiritual life. You may feel more serious about your relationships or your personal growth, but there could also be a sense of restriction or limitation in these areas. It's a time to build lasting foundations, but the process may require patience and discipline. You may also experience moments of emotional uncertainty or confusion. Saturn in Pisces asks you to find balance between dreams and reality, establishing a sense of responsibility in your personal life and spiritual pursuits. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus will create a tense energy between your communication style and your own desires for change. This aspect may spark sudden revelations or insights, but they could also cause disruption or a sense of unpredictability. Taurus, you may feel challenged to break free from old ways of thinking or communicating, but there could also be friction as your need for stability clashes with the desire for innovation. It's important to embrace change and stay flexible, but avoid acting impulsively, as sudden decisions might have unintended consequences. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn. This aspect offers the potential for deep transformation in your relationships and creative endeavors. For Taurus, Venus and Pluto's influence can bring intense emotional bonds or breakthroughs in love. You may feel a stronger desire to connect on a deeper level with your partner or to experience profound changes in how you express yourself creatively. This is a great time for healing, growth, and making lasting changes in the way you approach love and relationships. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, continuing to shine a light on individuality, independence, and innovative ideas. Taurus, this energy encourages you to think outside the box and embrace new ways of doing things. The Aquarius Sun inspires you to break free from traditions or constraints that may have been holding you back. It's a time to embrace change and push the boundaries of what you thought was possible. However, Taurus, you may also feel a pull between your desire for stability and the need to experiment with new possibilities. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Taurus a day filled with emotional depth, intellectual stimulation, and opportunities for transformation. The Leo moon highlights the importance of your relationships and emotional needs, while Mercury in Aquarius sparks intellectual curiosity and unconventional thinking. Venus in Pisces brings a romantic and dreamy energy, and Mars in Gemini urges mental agility and action. Jupiter in Virgo supports practical growth, while Saturn in Pisces asks for emotional responsibility. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring disruptions in communication, but the Venus-Pluto trine offers potential for deep transformation in relationships. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Taurus. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Gemini Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025, Embracing Change and Mental Energy. Starting with the moon, which is in Leo, Gemini, this brings a focus to your home life, family, and emotional security. The Leo moon can amplify your desire for warmth and attention within your personal space. You may feel a stronger connection to your loved ones and an urge to create a comfortable and harmonious atmosphere. However, be mindful of becoming too dramatic or demanding of attention, as Leo's energy can sometimes lead to heightened emotions or a need for validation. It's a good time to nurture your emotional needs, but be careful not to go overboard seeking recognition. Mercury, your ruling planet, is in Aquarius, which is a favorable placement for your intellect and communication today. Aquarius encourages unconventional thinking and innovative ideas, making this an excellent time to explore new concepts, technologies, or social movements. You'll likely feel inspired to approach problems with a fresh perspective, and your communication style will lean toward the intellectual, focusing more on facts, theories, and logical reasoning than emotions. However, be cautious of coming off as too detached or impersonal in your interactions. While your mind is sharp, it may be harder for you to engage emotionally with others today. Venus is in Pisces, bringing a dreamy and romantic energy to your relationships and creative pursuits. Venus in Pisces highlights your desire for emotional connection, artistic expression, and compassion. You may feel a deep need to nurture and care for others, but be aware that this influence can also bring unrealistic expectations or a tendency to idealize those you're close to. While your imagination is heightened, it's important to stay grounded in reality when it comes to love or finances, as the desire for fantasy may cloud practical judgment. This is a great time for creative endeavors, but be cautious of letting your emotions rule your decisions. Mars is in Gemini, your sign, which brings a surge of energy and mental activity. Mars in Gemini can make you feel restless and eager to take action, especially in areas that require communication, learning, or social interaction. You'll be mentally agile and quick on your feet, but also prone to jumping between ideas and tasks without completing them. The energy is scattered, so it's important to channel it into something productive and avoid spreading yourself too thin. This placement makes you more inclined to take risks and speak your mind, but be cautious of acting impulsively or getting caught up in too many projects at once. Jupiter in Virgo brings an emphasis on practical growth in areas of health, work, and daily routines. This is a time for focusing on the details and improving your day-to-day life. For Gemini, this placement supports your efforts to organize, refine, and perfect your work or personal routines. Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to be more methodical and disciplined, but be aware of the tendency to become overly critical of yourself or others. Focus on small, achievable improvements, as these will lead to long-term success. However, avoid getting bogged down by perfectionism, as this can hinder progress. Saturn remains in Pisces, calling you to develop emotional responsibility and structure in your relationships and creative pursuits. For Gemini, Saturn's influence in Pisces may make you feel more serious about your emotional life or spiritual practices. You might feel a sense of restriction or limitation in areas related to emotional expression, but this is actually an opportunity to build something solid and lasting. Saturn in Pisces encourages you to bring structure to your dreams, creativity, and emotional world, but the process may require patience and hard work. Be realistic about your emotional needs and take responsibility for creating balance in your relationships. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring sudden insights, disruptions, or breakthroughs. This square could create tension between your intellectual ideas and your practical approach to life. Gemini, you may find yourself challenged to break free from outdated thinking patterns, but this process may be met with resistance or surprise. Be prepared for unexpected shifts in plans or perspectives, but use this energy to embrace change and innovation. While it may feel uncomfortable at times, it's an opportunity to break free from limitations and explore new possibilities. On a more positive note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, offering a chance for deep transformation in love, creativity, and relationships. This aspect supports emotional intimacy, personal growth, and transformation. For Gemini, Venus and Pluto's influence could bring profound changes in your romantic life or creative expression. You may feel a strong urge to connect on a deeper level with someone or to dive into your artistic pursuits with more passion and intensity. This is a good time for healing or letting go of old emotional patterns that no longer serve you. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, bringing a focus on individuality, innovation, and forward thinking. For Gemini, this is a time to embrace new ideas, break free from old habits, and focus on your personal vision for the future. The Aquarius Sun encourages you to think outside the box, but it may also create tension between your desire for independence and the need to stay grounded in practical matters. This is a time for you to explore what's possible beyond the conventional and to trust in your ability to adapt to changing circumstances. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Gemini a day filled with mental stimulation, creative expression, and opportunities for transformation. The Leo moon brings emotional focus to your home and family, while Mercury in Aquarius sparks intellectual exploration and innovative thinking. Venus in Pisces encourages emotional depth in relationships, and Mars in Gemini energizes your mental and physical pursuits. Jupiter in Virgo supports practical growth, while Saturn in Pisces asks for emotional structure and responsibility. Be mindful of the Mercury-Uranus square, but take advantage of the transformative Venus-Pluto trine to create deeper connections. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Gemini. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Cancer astrology forecast for February 9, 2025, embracing emotion and personal growth. Starting with the moon, which is in Leo. For Cancer, the Leo moon emphasizes your need for self-expression and recognition. Your emotional energy may feel more focused on your creativity, your hobbies, and how you are seen by others. You could feel more confident in showcasing your talents or in taking pride in your personal achievements. However, Leo's energy can also bring a strong desire for validation, so be cautious of relying too much on external approval. While it's a good time to shine, remember to stay grounded and not let your self-worth be solely dependent on what others think of you. Mercury is in Aquarius, which brings a shift in the way you communicate and think. Aquarius encourages a more logical, intellectual approach, and today, Cancer, you may find that your mind is more focused on future possibilities, progressive ideas, and humanitarian concerns. While you are naturally intuitive and emotionally driven, this placement might make you more detached or analytical in your thinking. You could feel an urge to break free from tradition or think outside the box, especially in your conversations. However, be careful not to dismiss emotional matters, as they may need more attention than you realize. Venus is in Pisces, bringing a gentle, romantic energy to your relationships and creative expressions. For Cancer, Venus in Pisces highlights a desire for emotional connection, empathy, and spiritual harmony. You may feel more attuned to the needs of others, and your nurturing instincts could be heightened. This is a great time for bonding with loved ones or for exploring your artistic side. However, with Venus in Pisces, there is a tendency to idealize others or situations, which could lead to unrealistic expectations. Be mindful of not losing yourself in fantasies, and ensure your emotional connections are rooted in reality. Mars is in Gemini, which may create some restlessness in your actions and energy levels. For Cancer, Mars in Gemini fuels your curiosity and encourages you to take action in areas that require communication, learning, or social interaction. You may feel a strong desire to connect with others, share your ideas, or engage in discussions that stimulate your mind. However, Mars in Gemini can also lead to scattered energy, so it's important to stay focused and not get overwhelmed by too many tasks at once. Use this time to explore new intellectual pursuits or take on a variety of projects, but try not to stretch yourself too thin. Jupiter is in Virgo, supporting growth through practical efforts in work, health, and daily routines. For Cancer, this transit invites you to focus on improving your work-life balance, organizing your environment, and taking small but meaningful steps toward better health and wellness. Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to be diligent, methodical, and to pay attention to the details. There may be an opportunity for growth and expansion in your career or daily habits, but avoid falling into perfectionism. While striving for excellence, remember that small progress is still progress. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces, calling you to establish emotional responsibility and discipline in your personal life. For Cancer, Saturn in Pisces may bring some emotional challenges or a need for deeper introspection. You could feel a pull toward spiritual growth or self-reflection, but there may also be moments of confusion or restriction in these areas. This is a time to develop a more structured approach to your emotional and spiritual life. While the process may feel slow or challenging, Saturn asks you to build something solid that will support you in the long run. Patience and perseverance are key here. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus could bring some unexpected disruptions or breakthroughs in communication. For Cancer, this square may prompt you to question your traditional beliefs or ways of thinking. You could experience moments of mental tension or surprise revelations that push you to think more progressively or to reconsider your personal values. It's a time to embrace change, but also to be cautious of being too impulsive in your decision-making. Trust that any disruptions may lead to a more liberating perspective, but stay grounded in your instincts. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, offering deep emotional transformation and healing. This aspect is favorable for Cancer, as it supports powerful transformations in your relationships and creative endeavors. You may find that your emotional connections are becoming more intense, and there could be an opportunity for profound healing or growth in your romantic or family life. This is a great time to confront any emotional issues that need attention and to engage in deep, meaningful conversations that can bring you closer to others. Trust in your ability to evolve emotionally and make positive changes in your connections. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, bringing focus to individuality, innovation, and progressive ideas. For Cancer, the Aquarius Sun encourages you to think outside the box and embrace new ways of doing things. While your natural inclination is to seek emotional security and comfort, this energy urges you to step out of your comfort zone and explore new horizons. It's a good time to consider how you can create a balance between your need for emotional safety and the desire to push boundaries and explore new possibilities. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Cancer a day of emotional depth, personal growth, and intellectual exploration. The Leo moon highlights creativity and self-expression, while Mercury in Aquarius encourages new ideas and innovative thinking. Venus in Pisces brings romance and artistic inspiration, and Mars in Gemini stimulates mental energy and action. Jupiter in Virgo supports practical improvements, while Saturn in Pisces asks for emotional responsibility and structure. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring surprising insights, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers opportunities for deep emotional transformation. Leo Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025, shining bright with confidence and transformation. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Leo on February 9, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the Moon, which is in your sign, Leo, today. This is an energizing transit for you, Leo. The Moon in Leo highlights your emotional need for recognition, creativity, and self-expression. You may feel more confident, bold, and eager to stand out or be noticed by others. It's a great time to engage in activities that allow you to shine, whether that's in your personal life or in public. However, Leo, be cautious of becoming overly self-centered or demanding attention from others in an excessive way. While it's natural to want to be appreciated, remember to balance your need for admiration with being considerate of others' needs and feelings. Mercury is in Aquarius, and for you, This brings a more intellectual and progressive energy to your thinking. Aquarius encourages innovation and forward thinking, and Mercury here helps you approach problems with an open, detached, and analytical mind. Today, Leo, you may find that your thinking is more focused on long-term goals, social causes, or breaking free from traditional ways of thinking. However, you could feel a bit emotionally detached or distant in your communication style, and it might be harder for you to connect with others on a personal level. Use this energy to explore new ideas, but try not to alienate those who may need your emotional warmth. Venus is in Pisces, bringing a dreamy, romantic energy to your relationships and creative pursuits. For Leo, Venus in Pisces can spark a deep longing for emotional connection, artistic expression, or spiritual harmony. You may feel more sensitive to the needs of others and could be drawn to activities or people that inspire you emotionally. However, there is a tendency to idealize love or relationships during this transit, so be cautious not to get swept away by unrealistic expectations. While this is a beautiful time to explore creativity and love, it's important to stay grounded in reality. Mars is in Gemini, and this placement brings a burst of mental energy and a desire for action. For Leo, Mars in Gemini stimulates your curiosity and communication. You may feel more energized to learn, speak up, or engage in lively discussions. However, be aware that Mars in Gemini can also lead to scattered energy. You may feel pulled in many different directions, with an urge to start multiple projects at once. Try to focus on what truly matters, as your enthusiasm could lead to overcommitting or spreading yourself too thin. Jupiter in Virgo brings an emphasis on growth through attention to detail, organization, and discipline. For Leo, Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to focus on practical improvements, especially in areas like work, health, and daily routines. This transit supports your efforts to refine your habits, enhance your productivity, and create a solid foundation for long-term growth. However, be mindful of perfectionist tendencies, as Jupiter's expansive energy may make you overly critical or demanding of yourself. It's a good time to improve, but be patient with the process. Saturn remains in Pisces, which calls for deeper emotional responsibility and structure in your personal life. For Leo, Saturn in Pisces may bring challenges or a sense of limitation in emotional matters or relationships. You may feel the need to be more disciplined in how you express your emotions, or you might find that certain relationships require more serious commitment. Saturn asks you to take responsibility for your emotional growth and to build stronger, more lasting connections. While this may feel like a time of emotional restriction, it's ultimately an opportunity for growth and transformation. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus might bring unexpected disruptions in your communication or thinking. Leo, you may feel an urge to break free from old mental patterns or explore unconventional ideas. This could cause tension in your interactions or lead to surprising realizations. While this square can be frustrating, it also offers a chance for breakthroughs. Embrace the unexpected and allow your ideas to evolve in new directions. However, try not to act impulsively, as sudden decisions may create unnecessary disruptions in your life. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, which brings the potential for deep transformation in love and relationships. For Leo, this aspect supports profound emotional connections and personal growth in your romantic life. You may feel more intense, passionate, or committed to a particular relationship or creative pursuit. This is an excellent time to connect with others on a deeper level or to undergo a personal transformation related to love, creativity, or self-expression. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, continuing to encourage you to embrace individuality, independence, and progressive ideas. For Leo, the Aquarius Sun encourages you to look beyond your usual sphere of influence and consider new perspectives. This energy supports breaking free from traditions and exploring unconventional paths. While your natural inclination is to seek attention and recognition, Today's energy asks you to step outside of your comfort zone and experiment with new ways of expressing yourself. This is a time to balance your personal needs with the broader social or collective energies around you. To summarize, February 9th, 2025, offers Leo a day full of confidence, creativity, and opportunities for growth. The Leo moon encourages self-expression and recognition, while Mercury in Aquarius sparks intellectual exploration and innovation. Venus in Pisces brings a romantic, dreamy energy to your relationships, and Mars in Gemini fuels your mental agility and curiosity. Jupiter in Virgo supports practical growth and refinement, while Saturn in Pisces encourages emotional responsibility. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring disruptions or unexpected insights, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers emotional transformation and depth. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Leo. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Virgo astrology forecast for February 9th, 2025, growth through practicality and emotional clarity. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Virgo on February 9th, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the moon, which is in Leo. For Virgo, the Leo moon emphasizes your focus on your personal life and emotional needs. Today, you may feel a stronger desire for comfort and warmth within your family or home environment. You could be more attuned to your emotional world, seeking deeper connections with those closest to you. However, Leo's energy can also bring a bit of drama or a need for attention. Be cautious not to get too caught up in seeking validation from others. This is a time to nurture your inner world, but remember to maintain balance and avoid overemphasizing your emotional needs at the expense of others. Mercury, your ruling planet, is in Aquarius. Aquarius stimulates progressive thinking and encourages you to look at the bigger picture. For Virgo, Mercury in Aquarius brings a more intellectual and futuristic approach to your thoughts and communication. You may feel inspired to challenge old beliefs, explore new ideas, or engage in conversations that push boundaries. However, Aquarius can sometimes lead to a more detached or impersonal communication style. While your usual precision may still be in play, today you might find yourself more interested in abstract ideas or unconventional solutions. Keep an open mind, but be careful not to detach too much from the practical side of things. Venus is in Pisces, which brings a soft, dreamy energy to your relationships and creative endeavors. For Virgo, Venus in Pisces may draw you toward emotional connection and artistic expression. You may feel a desire to connect more deeply with loved ones or to explore your creative or spiritual side. However, Pisces' influence can also lead to idealization or a tendency to overlook practical concerns in relationships. Be mindful of unrealistic expectations, especially in love or finances. While this energy supports romance and creative pursuits, it's important to stay grounded in reality and avoid being swept away by fantasy. Mars is in Gemini, adding mental and physical energy to your pursuits. For Virgo, Mars in Gemini fuels your desire to learn, communicate, and take action in areas that require adaptability. Your mind may feel more restless, and you could be driven to engage in new projects or explore different ideas. However, be cautious of spreading yourself too thin, as Mars in Gemini can lead to scattered energy. Focus on a few priorities, and avoid taking on too many tasks or trying to tackle everything at once. You are likely to feel energized, but make sure to channel this energy productively to avoid burnout. Jupiter is in your sign, Virgo, continuing to expand your focus on personal growth, self-improvement, and practical matters. This transit supports your efforts to improve your routines, health, and work habits. You may feel a sense of optimism and a drive to make positive changes in your life, especially when it comes to enhancing your daily environment. Jupiter's expansive energy encourages growth, so it's a great time to take on new challenges or refine your skills. However, be mindful of the tendency to overdo things. While growth is beneficial, remember that moderation is key. Avoid stretching yourself too far or becoming overly critical of your progress. Saturn remains in Pisces, asking you to build emotional depth and structure in your personal life. For Virgo, Saturn in Pisces may bring a sense of emotional responsibility or the need to establish boundaries in your relationships. This influence invites you to build lasting connections but also calls for patience and discipline in your emotional life. You may feel the need to create a more solid foundation for your spiritual or creative pursuits. While this energy may feel restrictive at times, it's ultimately an opportunity to develop a deeper sense of emotional stability and responsibility. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring unexpected changes or challenges in how you communicate or think. For Virgo, this aspect could spark surprising insights or disruptions in your plans. You may feel an urge to break free from conventional ways of thinking, but this could lead to some tension, especially when it comes to your practical routines. While the square can bring breakthroughs, it's important to remain flexible and adaptable, as changes may occur that are outside of your control. Embrace new ideas, but be mindful of any sudden shifts in your personal or work life. On a more positive note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, bringing an opportunity for deep transformation in your relationships and creative endeavors. For Virgo, this aspect encourages emotional and spiritual growth. It's a good time to release old emotional patterns that no longer serve you, especially in romantic or creative areas. You may experience profound changes in your relationships, or you could tap into a deeper level of emotional intimacy. This aspect supports personal transformation, so if you've been seeking a shift in how you connect with others or express yourself creatively, this is a good time to move forward with those changes. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, continuing to shine a light on individuality, new ideas, and progressive thinking. For Virgo, this energy encourages you to explore unconventional paths and look at life from a broader perspective. Aquarius invites you to break free from routine and consider what is possible beyond the ordinary. While Virgo tends to focus on practicality, today's energy encourages you to embrace innovation, explore new technologies or philosophies, and consider how you can contribute to the collective. This is a time to think outside the box and challenge your usual way of doing things. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Virgo a day of practical growth, emotional depth, and intellectual exploration. The Leo moon brings focus to your personal life and emotional security, while Mercury in Aquarius sparks innovative thinking and unconventional ideas. Venus in Pisces offers romantic and creative inspiration, and Mars in Gemini brings mental agility and action. Jupiter in Virgo continues to support your personal development, while Saturn in Pisces encourages emotional responsibility and structure. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring unexpected changes, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers the potential for deep transformation in your relationships. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Virgo. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Libra Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025, Balancing Connections and Personal Growth. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Libra on February 9, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the Moon, which is in Leo. For Libra, the Leo moon highlights your relationships, particularly the dynamics between you and significant others. You may feel a strong need for attention, affection, and appreciation from those around you. There could be a desire for your connections to feel more expressive, creative, or fun. However, Leo's energy can also stir up a tendency to demand more recognition or validation. Be cautious of becoming too focused on what others are giving you and remember to maintain balance in your relationships. It's important to share the spotlight and not let your emotional needs overshadow others. Mercury is in Aquarius, which brings an intellectual and progressive energy to your thinking. Aquarius encourages you to think outside the box, and for Libra, this can be a time for expanding your mind and exploring new ideas. Your communication style today might be more focused on the collective good, social issues, or innovative solutions. You could find yourself more interested in conversations that challenge traditional ways of thinking or that revolve around future-oriented goals. However, be mindful that Aquarius can sometimes feel detached, so you might need to work on staying emotionally connected in your interactions. Your logical mind will be sharp, but don't forget to balance it with warmth and empathy. Venus is in Pisces, which brings a dreamy and romantic energy to your relationships and creative pursuits. For Libra, Venus in Pisces highlights a deep emotional sensitivity and a desire for connection. You may feel more compassionate, nurturing, and willing to make sacrifices for those you love. This energy is great for fostering deeper emotional bonds and for expressing your artistic side. However, with Venus in Pisces, there's also a risk of idealizing people or situations. You may find yourself longing for a perfect love or imagining things to be better than they actually are. Stay grounded and avoid building unrealistic expectations in your relationships or financial matters. Mars is in Gemini, which energizes your communication, mental focus, and social connections. For Libra, Mars in Gemini gives you a boost of energy to engage in lively discussions, learn new things, and take action in areas related to writing, teaching, or networking. You may feel more mentally active and curious, with a strong urge to explore new ideas and make connections. However, Mars in Gemini can also lead to restlessness and scattered energy. You might find yourself jumping from one task or conversation to the next without fully completing anything. It's important to stay focused on your goals and avoid taking on too many projects at once. Jupiter is in Virgo, emphasizing growth in your personal and professional life through practical efforts. For Libra, Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to focus on improving your daily routines, work habits, and health. There's a push for you to refine your habits, increase your productivity, and seek out opportunities for expansion in your career. However, with Virgo's perfectionistic tendencies, it's important to be careful of becoming overly critical or self-demanding. Growth comes through small, consistent improvements, but avoid the trap of trying to perfect everything. Celebrate the progress you've made, even if it's not yet flawless. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces, bringing a focus on emotional responsibility, boundaries, and structure in your life. For Libra, Saturn in Pisces may challenge you to develop greater emotional discipline and self-awareness in your relationships. You may feel a sense of restriction or pressure in areas related to your personal life or creative expression. While this can feel limiting, Saturn's energy is ultimately about helping you build solid foundations for long-term growth. It may be a time to get serious about your emotional and spiritual development, so embrace any challenges as opportunities for growth. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring unexpected shifts or disruptions in your thinking and communication. For Libra, this square could challenge you to break free from old patterns of thinking or spark sudden insights that push you to rethink your priorities. You may experience tension between the desire for change and the need for stability. While the Mercury-Uranus square can be unsettling, it also encourages you to embrace the unexpected and consider new ways of approaching situations. Stay open to innovative ideas, but be mindful of making rash decisions or engaging in overly impulsive communication. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, bringing an opportunity for deep transformation in your relationships and personal values. For Libra, this aspect supports emotional intimacy, personal growth, and powerful shifts in your romantic life. You may experience deeper connections with others or go through transformative experiences that help you shed old emotional patterns. This is an excellent time for healing, letting go of past emotional baggage, and fostering more meaningful connections. The energy of this trine encourages you to dive beneath the surface and explore what truly matters to you in your relationships. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, encouraging you to embrace individuality, innovation, and forward thinking. For Libra, this energy invites you to challenge the status quo and think more expansively about your goals and relationships. The Aquarius Sun encourages you to look beyond your personal circle and consider how you can contribute to the collective. It's a time to express your unique perspective and connect with like-minded individuals who share your progressive ideals. The Aquarius Sun inspires you to break free from any limiting beliefs and embrace a future-oriented vision. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Libra a day of intellectual stimulation, emotional growth, and opportunities for transformation. The Leo moon highlights your need for connection and recognition, while Mercury in Aquarius encourages innovative thinking and new ideas. Venus in Pisces brings romantic and creative inspiration, and Mars in Gemini fuels mental activity and social engagement. Jupiter in Virgo supports growth through practicality, while Saturn in Pisces urges emotional responsibility and structure. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring unexpected changes, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers deep emotional transformation in your relationships. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Libra. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Scorpio astrology forecast for February 9, 2025, intensity, insight, and transformation. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Scorpio on February 9, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the moon, which is in Leo. For Scorpio, the Leo moon brings your focus to your work, health, and daily routines. You may feel a heightened desire to express yourself in your professional life or take pride in the work that you do. There could be a strong urge to seek recognition for your efforts, especially in your career or public endeavors. However, Leo's energy can also stir up dramatic emotions or a desire for validation. Be cautious not to become overly focused on external approval or to place too much importance on your public image. While it's important to be seen and appreciated, remember to keep a balance between self-expression and humility. Mercury is in Aquarius, which brings a more intellectual and innovative energy to your thinking. For Scorpio, Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to think about your long-term goals and your place in the world. You may feel a desire to engage with progressive ideas or push boundaries in your communications. Your thoughts and conversations today may be centered on personal growth, social issues, or future possibilities. However, Aquarius' detached and analytical energy could make you feel more distant from your emotions. While your mind will be sharp and focused, remember to stay connected with your intuition and inner feelings. Venus is in Pisces, adding a dreamy, sensitive energy to your relationships and creative pursuits. For Scorpio, Venus in Pisces can deepen your emotional connections and inspire romantic or spiritual growth. You may feel more empathetic, compassionate, and willing to make sacrifices for the people you love. There's also a strong creative energy that supports artistic expression and beauty. However, with Venus in Pisces, there is the potential to idealize relationships or situations, leading to unrealistic expectations. Be careful not to lose yourself in fantasies or illusions about love or finances. Stay grounded and ensure that your desires are based on reality. Mars is in Gemini, energizing your social life and intellectual pursuits. For Scorpio, Mars in Gemini could increase your mental and physical energy in areas like learning, communication, and networking. You may feel more curious, restless, and driven to explore new ideas or engage in lively discussions. While this energy is great for expanding your mind, Mars in Gemini can also lead to scattered energy or a tendency to jump between different tasks without completing them. Focus your energy on a few key projects or goals to avoid feeling overwhelmed by too many distractions. Jupiter is in Virgo, supporting growth in your creative and personal expression. For Scorpio, Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to expand your creative talents, deepen your romantic relationships, and take more risks in pursuing your passions. This is a great time to express yourself authentically and pursue the things that bring you joy. However, with Virgo's influence, you may feel a desire for perfection in your creative endeavors. While growth is supported, avoid getting too caught up in trying to make everything flawless. Embrace the process and trust that your efforts will lead to meaningful progress. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces, bringing an emphasis on emotional depth, boundaries, and responsibility in your personal life. For Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces may push you to confront your emotional vulnerabilities or to establish healthier boundaries in your relationships. You may feel a strong desire to commit to a spiritual or personal practice that helps you build emotional strength. However, Saturn's influence can feel restrictive at times, as it asks you to take responsibility for your emotional growth and face any unresolved issues. While this may feel like a challenge, it's ultimately a transformative opportunity for emotional healing and maturation. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring unexpected insights or disruptions in your communication. For Scorpio, this square could shake up your thought processes or cause you to question your usual way of thinking. You may feel a sense of mental tension or an urge to break free from old patterns. While this can lead to exciting breakthroughs, it may also feel unsettling or disruptive at times. Embrace any unexpected changes and trust that they are pushing you toward new ways of thinking or communicating. Stay flexible and open to the possibilities. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, which supports deep transformation in your relationships and creative expression. For Scorpio, this aspect brings powerful emotional connections, growth, and healing. You may experience profound shifts in how you relate to others or discover new depths of intimacy in your personal relationships. This is also a great time to engage in creative projects that involve transformation or healing. Venus and Pluto together encourage deep emotional bonding and personal reinvention, so use this energy to strengthen your relationships and embrace transformative experiences. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, urging you to explore your individuality and think more progressively. For Scorpio, the Aquarius Sun supports your desire to break free from conventional norms and think outside the box. You may feel more inclined to focus on your personal growth and engage with ideas that challenge the status quo. While your natural tendency is to dive deep into emotional matters, today's energy invites you to step back and consider the bigger picture. Explore unconventional ideas and connect with people who share your vision for the future. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Scorpio a day of intellectual exploration, emotional transformation, and creative growth. The Leo moon highlights your focus on work and relationships, while Mercury in Aquarius encourages innovative thinking and future-focused ideas. Venus in Pisces brings emotional depth and creative inspiration, and Mars in Gemini energizes your social life and intellectual pursuits. Jupiter in Virgo supports personal growth and creative expression, while Saturn in Pisces invites emotional responsibility and healing. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring unexpected insights, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers deep emotional transformation. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Scorpio. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Sagittarius Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025, Expanding Horizons and Finding Balance. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Sagittarius on February 9, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the Moon, which is in Leo. For Sagittarius, the Leo moon brings a focus to your home, family, and personal foundations. Today, you may feel a stronger emotional connection to your living situation or your inner circle. There could be a strong desire for comfort, creativity, and warmth in your home environment. This is a good time to nurture yourself and those close to you. However, Leo's energy can also stir up a need for attention or recognition within your family or personal life. Be mindful of wanting too much validation or making things more dramatic than they need to be. It's important to balance your emotional needs with the needs of others. Mercury is in Aquarius, bringing a more intellectual and forward-thinking energy to your communication. For Sagittarius, Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to think outside the box and explore new ways of sharing your ideas. This placement supports progressive thinking, especially when it comes to long-term goals and social issues. Your conversations today may lean toward big-picture thinking, innovation, or topics that inspire you to push boundaries. However, Aquarius detached energy might make it harder to connect emotionally with others, so be mindful of keeping your communication grounded and warm, especially with close friends and family. Venus is in Pisces, adding a dreamy and romantic tone to your relationships and creative endeavors. For Sagittarius, Venus in Pisces can enhance your emotional sensitivity and make you more attuned to the needs of others. You may feel an increased desire for emotional connection, compassion, and spiritual growth in your romantic life. However, Venus in Pisces can also bring a tendency to idealize people or situations, making it important not to lose touch with reality. Be cautious of unrealistic expectations in love or finances. While this is a great time to embrace creativity and compassion, ensure that your desires align with practical outcomes. Mars is in Gemini, energizing your financial matters and personal resources. For Sagittarius, Mars in Gemini increases your drive to take action in areas related to money, possessions, and security. You may feel more motivated to tackle financial goals or start new projects that help increase your income. However, Mars in Gemini can also make you restless or scattered, pulling your attention in many directions at once. Be careful not to overextend yourself or make impulsive financial decisions. Focus on a few key goals to avoid wasting energy or making mistakes in your financial strategy. Jupiter is in Virgo, which brings growth opportunities through work, health, and service. For Sagittarius, Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to focus on your daily routines, health, and professional goals. You may feel more optimistic about improving your work habits, refining your skills, or making progress in your career. This transit supports long-term growth, but it also calls for attention to detail and discipline. Virgo's influence can sometimes lead to perfectionism, so while growth is supported, it's important to avoid being overly critical of yourself or expecting perfection in every area of your life. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces, which is asking you to establish emotional boundaries and deepen your personal foundations. For Sagittarius, Saturn in Pisces may feel like a call to get serious about your emotional life and your connections with others. This transit encourages you to build stronger emotional boundaries or address any lingering insecurities. While this may feel like a challenging time, it's an opportunity for you to develop emotional maturity and resilience. Saturn in Pisces asks you to confront any emotional illusions or areas where you may be overextending yourself, helping you create healthier, more stable relationships. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring sudden insights or disruptions in your thought processes and communication. For Sagittarius, this square could push you to break free from old mental patterns or challenge your usual approach to problem solving. Unexpected events or conversations may prompt you to think differently or approach situations in a more unconventional way. While this can be exciting and full of potential for growth, be cautious of rushing into decisions without considering all the details. This is a time for breakthroughs, but also for taking time to reflect before acting. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, which brings a deep, transformative energy to your relationships and creative pursuits. For Sagittarius, this aspect supports emotional growth and transformation in how you relate to others. You may experience profound changes in your romantic life, financial situation, or creative projects. This trine encourages you to let go of old emotional patterns and embrace deeper, more authentic connections. It's a great time to engage in personal growth, release old attachments, or take your relationships to a more meaningful level. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, shining a light on individuality, innovation, and forward thinking. For Sagittarius, the Aquarius Sun encourages you to break free from conventions and explore new possibilities in your life. You may feel more inspired to pursue unconventional paths, take risks, or think outside the box. This is a time for you to embrace your unique perspective and focus on long-term aspirations. The Aquarius Sun supports your desire for independence and exploration, helping you expand your horizons and take bold steps toward your goals. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Sagittarius a day of intellectual exploration, emotional growth, and creative transformation. The Leo moon highlights your home and family life, while Mercury in Aquarius encourages innovative thinking and big-picture ideas. Venus in Pisces brings emotional depth and creative inspiration, and Mars in Gemini energizes your finances and personal resources. Jupiter in Virgo supports growth through practical efforts, while Saturn in Pisces calls for emotional maturity and stronger boundaries. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring unexpected insights, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers transformative opportunities in love and creativity. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Sagittarius. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Capricorn Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025, focus on communication, growth, and stability. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Capricorn on February 9, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the moon, which is in Leo. For Capricorn, the Leo moon brings your attention to communication, learning, and mental exploration. Today, you may feel a desire to express yourself more openly, share your ideas, or seek out new information that broadens your horizons. This is a great time for engaging in stimulating conversations or diving into new subjects that ignite your curiosity. However, Leo's energy can also amplify a desire for attention or validation in your interactions. Be mindful not to let your need for recognition overshadow your ability to listen or connect with others on a deeper level. Balance is key in how you communicate and interact. Mercury is in Aquarius, bringing an intellectual, innovative energy to your thinking and communication. For Capricorn, Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to explore new ideas and ways of thinking, particularly related to your career or long-term ambitions. You may feel more inclined to engage with progressive or unconventional ideas that challenge the status quo. This placement supports thinking outside the box, so if you've been feeling stuck in a routine, now is a good time to seek alternative solutions or take a fresh approach. However, Aquarius energy can sometimes feel detached or impersonal, so make sure to stay grounded and connected with the practical realities of your situation. Venus is in Pisces, adding a soft, artistic energy to your relationships and creative projects. For Capricorn, Venus in Pisces may bring a heightened sensitivity in your interactions with others. You may feel a desire to connect with others on a deeper emotional level or engage in creative activities that express your inner world. This placement can also encourage you to reflect on your values and what brings you joy, especially in your personal relationships. However, Venus in Pisces can sometimes lead to idealization or romanticizing situations, so be careful not to overlook any practical issues. Stay grounded in your relationships and finances to avoid disappointment. Mars is in Gemini, which energizes your approach to personal growth and learning. For Capricorn, Mars in Gemini brings an intellectual and active drive to expand your knowledge and engage with new ideas. You may feel more motivated to dive into educational pursuits, travel, or explore different viewpoints. However, Mars in Gemini can also bring a scattered energy, making it difficult to focus on one thing for long. You may feel tempted to jump from one project to the next, so it's important to prioritize your goals and channel your energy effectively. Focus on one area of growth at a time to avoid burnout or becoming overwhelmed. Jupiter is in Virgo, encouraging expansion and growth through your personal and spiritual development. For Capricorn, Jupiter in Virgo supports efforts to improve your routines, health, and daily habits. This transit favors taking practical steps towards self-improvement and seeking out opportunities that align with your long-term goals. You may feel an increased sense of optimism about the future, especially in terms of your work, health, or personal growth. However, Virgo's influence can also bring perfectionistic tendencies, so it's important not to get too caught up in trying to make everything flawless. Celebrate progress, even if it's incremental. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces, which brings a focus on emotional responsibility, spiritual growth, and setting boundaries. For Capricorn, Saturn in Pisces encourages you to find stability in your emotional and spiritual life. You may feel the need to take a more disciplined approach to your emotional well-being or to create boundaries that allow you to protect your energy. While Saturn's influence can sometimes feel restrictive, it ultimately supports long-term growth and emotional maturity. This is an opportunity for you to develop a deeper understanding of your emotional needs and to create a solid foundation for emotional and spiritual security. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring unexpected changes or insights to your communication or thought processes. For Capricorn, this square could challenge you to break free from old thought patterns or push you toward more innovative ideas, particularly in areas related to your career or personal goals. You may experience disruptions in how you plan or communicate, so it's important to stay flexible and open to new possibilities. While the square can create tension, it also brings the potential for breakthroughs if you're willing to embrace the unexpected and adapt. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, bringing opportunities for deep transformation in your relationships and personal values. For Capricorn, this aspect supports emotional growth and transformation in how you relate to others. You may feel a deeper sense of connection with people in your life, or you may experience profound shifts in your personal and professional relationships. This trine encourages you to let go of old emotional patterns that no longer serve you, allowing for new, more authentic connections to emerge. It's also a great time for transforming your values and aligning them more closely with your true desires. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, shining a light on individuality, innovation, and progressive thinking. For Capricorn, the Aquarius Sun encourages you to explore new ideas, embrace unconventional solutions, and think more expansively about your future. This energy supports creativity and forward thinking, so if you've been feeling stuck in old routines or ways of thinking, now is the time to break free. The Aquarius Sun inspires you to be bold in your thinking and to embrace change. It's a great time to step outside your comfort zone and explore innovative approaches to your goals. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Capricorn a day of intellectual exploration, emotional growth, and transformation. The Leo moon highlights communication and learning, while Mercury in Aquarius encourages progressive thinking and innovative ideas. Venus in Pisces brings emotional depth and creative inspiration, and Mars in Gemini energizes your pursuit of personal growth and knowledge. Jupiter in Virgo supports self-improvement and growth through practical efforts, while Saturn in Pisces asks you to build emotional and spiritual foundations. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring unexpected changes, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers transformation in relationships and personal values. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Capricorn. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Aquarius Astrology Forecast for February 9, 2025, Embracing Innovation and Personal Empowerment. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Aquarius on February 9, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the Moon, which is in Leo. For Aquarius, the Leo moon highlights your focus on creativity, romance, and personal expression. You may feel a strong pull to connect with your inner child, explore creative pursuits, or engage in romantic or playful activities. This energy encourages you to embrace fun, spontaneity, and the joy of self-expression. However, Leo's dramatic energy can also bring a desire for recognition and attention. You might feel a need to stand out or be noticed, especially in your creative projects or romantic life. While it's great to express yourself, be mindful not to let the desire for validation overshadow your true desires. Mercury is in Aquarius, which places the planet of communication in your sign. For Aquarius, this is a powerful position that amplifies your intellectual and communicative abilities. Your mind is sharp, and you may find yourself thinking more deeply about innovative ideas, social issues, and future goals. Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to break free from conventional ways of thinking and embrace new concepts. This is an excellent time for brainstorming, problem solving, and engaging in conversations that challenge the status quo. However, be cautious of becoming too detached or overly focused on the intellectual realm. Remember to stay connected to your emotions as well, even if they feel like a secondary concern today. Venus is in Pisces, bringing a softer, more spiritual energy to your relationships and financial matters. For Aquarius, Venus in Pisces encourages you to explore emotional depth in your personal life. This placement can inspire you to engage in more compassionate, idealistic, or even romantic pursuits. You may feel a desire to create deeper emotional connections with others or to indulge in more artistic and creative activities. However, Venus in Pisces can also bring a tendency to idealize situations or people, so be careful not to overlook practical concerns in your relationships or financial decisions. Embrace the beauty and emotional resonance, but keep one foot grounded in reality. Mars is in Gemini, which energizes your home, family, and emotional life. For Aquarius, Mars in Gemini fuels your drive to take action in areas related to your personal life, family, and living situation. You may feel an urge to make changes or improvements to your home environment or to engage in more stimulating interactions with those you care about. However, Mars in Gemini can also make you feel restless or scattered, so you might find yourself juggling multiple projects or conversations at once. It's important to focus your energy on what truly matters and avoid overcommitting yourself to too many things. Jupiter is in Virgo, which brings an expansive energy to your relationships and partnerships. For Aquarius, Jupiter in Virgo encourages growth through your interactions with others, whether in business, love, or personal connections. You may feel more optimistic about forming meaningful partnerships or engaging in collaborative efforts that help you achieve your goals. However, Virgo's perfectionism can sometimes make you overly focused on the details, so be mindful not to get bogged down in the small stuff. Trust that growth comes through consistency and a balanced approach, rather than perfection. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces, urging you to reflect on your spiritual life and emotional responsibilities. For Aquarius, Saturn in Pisces asks you to take a more disciplined approach to your emotional and spiritual well-being. You may feel a sense of pressure to create stronger emotional foundations or to establish healthier boundaries with others. While Saturn's energy can feel restrictive, it ultimately supports long-term growth by helping you establish more structure in your emotional life. This is a time to take responsibility for your emotional and spiritual needs, so take the necessary steps to build resilience and find inner stability. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring sudden insights or disruptions in your thoughts and communication. For Aquarius, this square could challenge your usual way of thinking or prompt you to re-evaluate your goals and perspectives. Unexpected events or ideas may push you toward a new direction or encourage you to break free from outdated patterns. While this can feel unsettling or disruptive, it also presents an opportunity for breakthroughs and innovation. Stay open-minded and flexible, and use any disruptions as a chance to rethink your approach to life. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, which brings transformation and depth to your relationships and values. For Aquarius, this aspect can bring emotional growth and empowerment, especially in matters of love, finances, or creative projects. You may experience deep shifts in how you connect with others, or discover more meaningful ways to express your values and desires. This trine supports healing, transformation, and releasing old emotional patterns that no longer serve you. Use this energy to create more profound connections and align your personal values with your actions. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, shining a spotlight on your individuality, creativity, and long-term aspirations. For Aquarius, the Sun's presence in your sign enhances your sense of self and encourages you to embrace your unique identity. This is your time to shine, so don't shy away from expressing yourself authentically. The Aquarius Sun supports personal empowerment and encourages you to pursue your goals with a sense of individuality and innovation. You may feel more driven to explore new ideas, challenge the status quo, and align your actions with your progressive vision for the future. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Aquarius a day of intellectual growth, emotional transformation, and creative expression. The Leo moon highlights your need for self-expression and creativity, while Mercury in Aquarius boosts your intellectual and communicative abilities. Venus in Pisces brings emotional depth and artistic inspiration, and Mars in Gemini energizes your personal life and home environment. Jupiter in Virgo encourages growth through relationships, while Saturn in Pisces invites emotional responsibility and spiritual maturity. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring unexpected changes, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers deep transformation in love and values. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Aquarius. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. Pisces astrology forecast for February 9, 2025, emotional growth, healing, and creative opportunities. Hello, and welcome to today's astrology forecast for Pisces on February 9, 2025. Let's explore how the planetary transits are influencing your sign today. Starting with the Moon, which is in Leo. For Pisces, the Leo moon brings focus to your home, family, and emotional foundations. You may feel a strong urge to nurture your home environment, strengthen connections with family members, or create a space that feels secure and supportive. Your emotional energy is likely to be tied to your personal life today, and you may seek comfort or validation from your loved ones. However, Leo's dramatic energy can also stir up a need for recognition within the home or among those closest to you. While it's natural to seek appreciation, remember to maintain balance and avoid being overly dramatic or expecting too much attention from others. Mercury is in Aquarius, which brings an intellectual, forward-thinking energy to your communication and thought processes. For Pisces, Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to expand your mind and think about the future in new and innovative ways. You may feel more inclined to engage with progressive ideas or explore unconventional topics that challenge traditional perspectives. This is a great time to brainstorm new ideas or connect with others who share your vision for the future. However, Aquarius can sometimes make communication feel more detached or impersonal, so be mindful of staying connected to your feelings and ensuring your communication remains compassionate and considerate. Venus is in Pisces, which is a harmonious and deeply personal placement for your sign. Venus in Pisces enhances your romantic, creative, and spiritual energy. You may feel more attuned to the needs of others and more empathetic in your interactions. This transit brings an aura of charm, creativity, and emotional depth, making it a great time to connect with loved ones, indulge in artistic pursuits, or reflect on your desires and values. However, Venus in Pisces can sometimes lead to idealization or romanticizing relationships, so be careful not to overlook practical considerations. While it's important to embrace your creativity and compassion, also stay grounded in reality. Mars is in Gemini, energizing your personal growth, spirituality, and broader life philosophy. For Pisces, Mars in Gemini brings a burst of energy to your quest for knowledge and personal development. You may feel motivated to explore new areas of study, travel, or engage in philosophical or spiritual practices. However, Mars in Gemini can also create a scattered, restless energy, making it difficult to stay focused on one goal at a time. It's important to channel your energy into specific projects or areas of growth to avoid feeling overwhelmed or pulled in too many directions. Jupiter is in Virgo, which brings growth and expansion through your work, health, and daily routines. For Pisces, Jupiter in Virgo encourages you to refine your approach to your professional life, daily habits, and self-care. This is an excellent time to focus on practical improvements that will support your long-term goals. You may feel more optimistic about your ability to make progress in areas like work, health, or service to others. However, Virgo's influence can also bring a tendency to focus on perfectionism or getting bogged down in details. While it's important to aim for improvement, remember to embrace the process and not just the end result. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces, asking you to take responsibility for your emotional and spiritual growth. For Pisces, Saturn in your sign may bring a sense of pressure to build a solid foundation in your personal life. You may feel the need to establish stronger boundaries, take responsibility for your emotional well-being, and create a more disciplined approach to your personal and spiritual practices. While Saturn's influence can feel restrictive, it also offers an opportunity for growth and maturity, encouraging you to build a stronger sense of self and develop more resilience in your emotional life. In terms of aspects, the square between Mercury in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus may bring sudden shifts or insights in your communication. For Pisces, this square could push you to think differently about your personal goals, spirituality, or philosophical beliefs. Unexpected ideas or disruptions in your usual routine may prompt you to reconsider your approach to learning, travel, or long-term planning. While this can feel unsettling at times, it also presents opportunities for breakthroughs. Stay open to new perspectives and be willing to adapt to new ideas or changes in your life. On a more harmonious note, there is a trine between Venus in Pisces and Pluto in Capricorn, which brings emotional depth, transformation, and healing to your relationships and creative expression. For Pisces, this aspect supports profound emotional connections, creative breakthroughs, and the healing of old emotional wounds. You may feel a deep sense of transformation in your personal relationships or experience powerful shifts in your creative projects. This is a great time to let go of any emotional baggage or outdated patterns in your love life and embrace more authentic, fulfilling connections. Finally, the Sun is in Aquarius, encouraging you to think more innovatively and focus on your long-term aspirations. For Pisces, the Aquarius Sun supports personal growth through new ideas, intellectual exploration, and expanding your social networks. You may feel more energized by your interactions with others, especially those who share your progressive or humanitarian values. This is a time to focus on the future and embrace unconventional approaches to achieving your goals. The Aquarius Sun invites you to express your individuality and connect with a larger vision for your life. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers Pisces a day of emotional growth, intellectual exploration, and creative opportunities. The Leo moon emphasizes your home and family life, while Mercury in Aquarius inspires forward-thinking and innovative ideas. Venus in Pisces enhances your emotional depth and creativity, and Mars in Gemini energizes your quest for personal growth. Jupiter in Virgo supports progress in your daily routines and health, while Saturn in Pisces calls for emotional responsibility and self-discipline. The Mercury-Uranus square may bring unexpected shifts in your thinking, while the Venus-Pluto trine offers deep emotional healing and transformation. Thank you for watching today's astrology forecast for Pisces. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily insights into how the stars are influencing your life. To summarize, February 9, 2025, offers a day of creative expression, intellectual stimulation, and emotional depth. With the moon in Leo, there's a focus on self-expression, while Mercury in Aquarius encourages innovative thinking. Venus in Pisces heightens emotional sensitivity, and Mars in Gemini brings an adaptable, curious energy. Practical growth is supported by Jupiter in Virgo, and Saturn in Pisces urges a more disciplined approach to spiritual and creative matters. Be aware of the tension caused by the Mercury-Uranus square, but also look for opportunities to transform relationships with the Venus-Pluto trine. Thank you for watching today's astrology report. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more daily astrological insights.